Leicester is the devil's town.
Period.
I literally died and came back to life.
Excuse me?
People were standing on my legs, my chest, my breast. That's why they're so flat now.
Bruh.
Someone has come to set me up. This is when I remembered God.
I have to testify to the glory of God.
I had about 30 seconds to get my life together. We're going Leicester. No, but guys, what happened? Where's my eyelashes? Oh!
What's happening in your life, yeah, that you've let yourself go so much? Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jordanah and I'm today, you've read the title. Yes, it's a story time, and no, I haven't got over it. And a lot of you guys have waited patiently for this story, and deep down I was gonna give it another week. Do you know what? I said, listen, before I start this video, please make sure you like, comment and subscribe. If you're new to this channel, my name's Jordanah. Nice to meet you. After this story time, you guys are gonna wanna hit that subscribe button because it will mean a lot to me. Get me to 50,000 subscribers, please. And follow me on all my social medias. This hair, if you wanna know, it's from You Pretty Hair. I literally just installed it in a bit of a rush. But if it's not banging, I have looked better in other videos. Don't get it twisted. This story time is gonna be a serious one. I'm gonna try my best to speak about try my best. I still haven't forgot about it. I'm going to speak about every single detail, right? I'm gonna speak about the people that I was around that night, which is the most important thing, by the way. So just make sure you guys pay attention, because honestly, I nearly died. I lost my breath. I opened my eyes and I saw the light. I did. I'm not talking about no ring light. I saw God, the Father and the Holy Spirit. Damn. Because honestly, I have to laugh it off because this is a serious issue. So I might as well start the year off with something that's been on my chest for the past 2 years.
Not one,
but 2. I've got proof of that night. It's not even a joke. All right, guys, let's get into this video. Hey! Yeah, my forehead is big. I didn't do no edges today. I apologize. Yeah. Don't look at it. Relax. This happened, God knows what date. I'll put the date on the screen. It was 2019, but I was in first year of university. Of course you was. Freshers week. Yeah, Freshers week is what nearly took my life.
Bruh.
Let me start again. There was a club, dancing event, music event, don't know what you call it, but it's called No Behaviour. If you guys know what No Behaviour is, because the majority of you guys do, because every time I've spoken about this story to Ip Dip Do, they'll be like, oh, No Behaviour, hey, yo, I know about. Yeah, you know about No Behaviour, really? So you didn't want to warn me before I went? Say nothing, because listen, No Behaviour is in Leicester, of course. I'm even stuttering right now, yeah. The capacity of the club was at least 1,000. Thank God it was before COVID. Clearly it's Freshers Week. Clearly they want the money. Clearly they don't give a about no capacity. They didn't look at that. They didn't care about safety. They didn't care about students' lives. They didn't care about themselves at this point. They just cared about the bread. You know what I mean? Money, I think blood clot make, but when it comes at the expense of a person's safety and life, because you're lucky I didn't sue you, motherfucker. No, guys, my mum was this club. My mum was gonna till this day, my dad's not aware of this situation. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching, it's too late now.
You know I can fall down and die right now.
They invited the whole world to this club. Tickets were sold out, but I thought I was gonna have the time of my life. I had the time of my life in that hospital. At the end of the day, I'm in university, innit? At the end of the day, I am a uni babe, right? My mum's calling me from ends. Yeah, she's telling me not to go somewhere.
Leave me alone.
Like, honestly, I should have listened. My ticket was already booked. My coach ticket as well, already booked. And I booked a return for 10 a.m. I don't know where I was staying that night. I have no idea what possessed me to get a 10 a.m. coach ticket when the club finishes at 3. On top of that, it got locked off. I was stranded, nevertheless, but I wasn't stranded. I feel like God always has a way for me, because even though I had nowhere to live, he made a way.
Nope.
It might have not been inviting, but I was in a bed somewhere that night. You know what I mean?
Bitch, what?
Long story short, didn't listen to my mum. I jumped on that coach and I was with 2 specific individuals, which I'm not gonna name. Because We get on the coach and I'm with one specific No, this is what scared me. I was the sober one, deep it. We make sure not to miss our coach. The whole of Nottingham, the whole of Leicester, the whole of Croydon is coming to this club. Yes, we're gonna see this person, we're gonna see that person. What? One, you're coming from Cov, yes? Hey, nothing. We were so excited, we were ready to have our fun, we were ready to get lit. I didn't even get to do my pre-drinks properly because I was already running late. I will be inserting some clips because you guys really thought I was bantering. I have clips of me on the coach. I'm not giving you a shout out. That's gonna be the intro. Man, I need to chill. I need to chill. I'll vlog the journey to Leicester.
45 minutes of you vlogging?
Yeah. I can't do it. Relax, it's calm down. I'll vlog a little bit.
What? No.
I have clips of me like walking to the event.
Oh, what's your YouTube name?
Oh, my YouTube name is Jordanah. I'm gonna make you famous. Hi, what's your name? Introduce yourself. Oh God. Smiling with the white teeth. Hey, tunes, yeah. Shit, man.
Look, there's COVID out.
That event scared the out of me. I'm standing outside now, you know. The security, I don't even know what to call that because that weren't shit. But that security was disgusting. Anybody could have walked into that club that night. I didn't even have to show my ticket. That's how bad the security was. So as I'm entering, you know, I'm with the two individuals, and as I'm walking, you know, dancing, them two are lips in, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Are you guys not friends? At this stage, I'm basically not by myself, but I'm by myself because them two are drunk motherfuckers. There's no one else I knew, unless I was to bump into someone. So as we're walking in, there's a main door. The main door bit now has the bar. There's people just gathered around, but the thing is, like, everyone's kind of squashed together. There's no real space to really walk, but then you're still walking at the same time. You're basically moving in a huddle. That's the bar area, you know? So I was already looking through the bar there. I'm gonna get drunk tonight. I'm going to fall off and not pick myself back up. Literally. Okay. Then there's another set of doors, guys. As I'm walking through the other set of doors, yeah, that's where everyone is. That's where the whole wide world is. Even walking through them doors was a struggle. I kid you not. I was there for 30 seconds and I tried to leave. I don't understand how anyone could take a breath because all I could smell was BR and all I could see was darkness.
The smell and the atmosphere, you have changed it. You have changed it.
I really don't care for parties. It's the same old shit. If you're going into first year of uni, or you are in first year of uni, and you're thinking, I'm missing out on fresh shit, you're not missing out on shit. Save your life. Obviously, guys, remember I was with two specific people, and I'm just thinking, guys, let's go outside for a minute, and they're thinking the same thing. They weren't thinking about, oh, it's hot, it's crowded. They want space to lips each other off. That's exactly why they chose to follow me that night. The question is, did I make it outside? Because, do you know what? As soon as I said that, it's like everyone had that same thing in their mind to also follow me outside. I'm talking about half the club. Man them, gal them, bouncers. Now remember, there's two doors to pass through. As I'm leaving the first set of doors back into the bar area, my body was like a magnet. That's how I felt, because I just thought, get the fuck off me. Leave me alone. Everyone just take their time as they leave these doors because there's really no rush. I just want to know where everyone was rushing to that night. I want to know. I'm no longer in control of my body. My arms, dead. Legs are fried. Everyone was so crowded on me. They literally lifted up my own body. My feet were no longer on the floor. I'm a short babe, 5'3". I used to think I'm the strongest bitch in the world. Not tonight, Sharifa. I was literally moving with the crowd. Imagine I was moving, flying with the crowd. But at the same time, I was slowly falling as everyone else was trying to leave. As I turn around, I lose the two individuals that I was with. They're probably already outside, you know what I mean? And I'm seeing mandem. I'm talking about 6'6". Tall guys fall on the floor. As I'm walking out of the club, people are also walking in. What is the point of having security? What is the point of having bouncers? What is the point of it all? No one's saying stop, go, wait, continue. No, as I'm walking out of the club and people are walking in the club, there's collision. There is head-on collision. I'm stuck. I'm no longer moving my body. My body is literally falling like this. I'm slowly falling like this onto the ground, right? So I'm thinking, okay, anyone in their right mind is gonna think, once I drop on the floor, people will make space, or, you know, I'll just get back up. I kid you not. As I dropped on that floor, I could not get back up. Everybody in that club acted blind that night. It's like everybody in that club did not give a flying f. I mean, you didn't come to a club to come and be referee, did ya? You came to a club to have the time of your life. So did I. I'm seeing girls screaming, falling on the floor. I'm just thinking, right, haven't even been able to get myself a drink and I'm on the floor already. I fall on my back. I'm looking directly at the people that are stamping on my chest. People were standing on my legs, my chest, my breast. That's why they're so flat now.
Oh, hell no!
They broke something and they're standing on my neck. What you're not gonna do, what you're not gonna do is come disrespect me like that. Do you get what I'm saying? But I ain't done nothing to you, man. So why? I'm not John Cena in this bitch. You should be able to see a poor little black girl on the floor, right, screaming for her life, which I was. Guys, I've never screamed that much, even when my mum is pounding me, brother. That's exactly what the fuck I was sounding like. I'm asking people to help me. I'm saying, help, help, I can't breathe. Everyone's acting deaf. I'm trying to grab onto people's legs. People are still walking. Is this a setup? This must be a setup. Someone has come to set me up. Because how the hell can you not see someone on the floor? And you know what's mad? Do you know what I thought was f***ed out of all of this? I genuinely believe that I was the last person on that floor that got picked up. I was directly in the middle of that floor, where as you walk out, you'll be able to see me. I'm literally slowly passing out, fighting for my breath. Before I fell on the floor and while I was on the floor, the DJ locked off the whole event. Can you guys just let that run through your mind? I was already on the floor with the hundreds of people that were standing on me and couldn't see me, only just for the DJ to lock off the whole event. So now the thousands, the trillions of people are all coming out at once. How the hell did I make it out alive? Thousands of people were standing on one person. I was involved in a stampede. I literally died and came back to life.
I have to testify to the glory of God.
As I turn to the side, I see another girl. This is when I thought, nah, if I die tonight, can it happen quick? Because I don't understand why I was on that floor for like 30 whole minutes. Guys, if I was to see someone on the floor, panicking, shouting, asking for help, they don't even need to flip and ask me for help. And people are trotting over them, galloping, sprinting over me. As I'm looking at this girl, she's looking at me, she's crying, I'm crying. The last thing we both said to each other, and you guys are probably gonna laugh because I laugh at it now, but in that moment it was real life, and we're literally like, this is it. No, this is it. This is it. I can't, this is it. We're done. Oh my God, guys, my heart, my chest stopped, my heart stopped, literally stopped. I had about 30 seconds to get my life together, because I looked at her, she looked at me, we said this is it, and next thing you know, I lost her in the crowd. I have no idea where she disappeared to, and I really hope she was alive that night, because honestly, this is how I'm gonna die. Okay, I accept it. Can you hurry up? I thought it couldn't get any worse than that. It's gonna get worse, because this is what happened. As I'm on the floor, I feel my trainers coming off my feet. My trainers are coming off my feet. I'm holding my phone in my hand. I think I had a tripod in I was really trying to vlog freshers for you lot. I never found it again. I had my bank card and my provisional license behind my phone. Where did they disappear to? I'll never know. The only thing I left with that night was my phone. I went home shoeless, guys, trainerless. My trainers were literally coming off my feet because that's how many people were standing on me. I could not move. A girl falls on top of me. Man, them as well. They were seeing that I was on the floor. They could see that I was saying, help me, help me.
Nigga!
Suffering. Yeah, literally suffering. Loss of my mind and loss of my soul. A girl falls on my face. Her chest is directly on my nostrils, closing my nose and my mouth at the same time because she's falling on top of me. This is the gag. She can see that she's fallen on top of me. And as she can see she's fallen on top of me, she knows full well that she can't do anything about it. She is in my position, but on top of me. Knowing full well I can't breathe. She's literally closing my airways. She's looking down and she's saying, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't move. Guys, that is the worst position I've ever been in my whole entire life. I'm so sorry. There's nothing like I can't move. My eyes are closing, my mouth is shut, my nose done. I'm slowly passing out, and I literally said, God, This is when I remembered God. This is when I remembered God. I said, God, just give me 30 seconds of breath and let me live. That's all I kept on repeating in my mind. This girl shifted. As this girl shifted, I went, and she went back on top of me.
Excuse me?
But guess what? I got that 30 seconds of breath that I needed to survive. Guys, I regained consciousness. I regained my memory. My last chance was to fight that night. My trainers are off my feet. My phone is still in my hand, because if I lose my phone, that's it. That's done. So as she got back up now, I'm still on this floor, guys. Everyone can see everyone else but me. What the have I done to deserve such treatment? I don't know half you people, but the least you can do is show common courtesy, you know, and help a bitch out. A pretty bitch at that. But at this stage, I understand. I looked a hot mess. Never, guys, what happened?
Why you do like that, man?
I've lost my shoes. Where's my eyelashes?
Why? What's happening in your life, yeah, that you've let yourself go so much?
I looked done.
We both know that.
That's how much people were standing on my hair, standing on my face, standing on my legs and my arms. I'm spread out on the floor like a starfish, and everyone's standing on each and every part of my body, and I'm stuck. I'm literally hammered to the floor. You guys aren't gonna believe this thing that I had to do. I literally had one chance to live. If anybody is not gonna hear, then they must feel. They're gonna feel the pain that I'm feeling. I started biting people, bro. I had no choice but to bite people so that they could see that someone is underneath them. All of the people that I bit that night continued stepping. I was underneath that rubble, biting their fat bellies, biting their sweat. People are literally walking. I was biting their thighs, their legs. I was doing the most. I bit so hard that I could taste blood. It was defo the devil working in miraculous ways. How can I bite someone to the point where I'm tasting their blood? And the only thing that this person can say is, ah, someone's biting me. If I could feel like someone was biting me, nobody's moving. I'm shutting that whole club down. Yeah. If it's not a cat, if it's not a dog, if it's not a lizard, if it's not a mouse, something or someone is biting me regardless. Why would I continue walking? Someone had to go to hospital that night because I bit them so hard.
Oh my God!
I should not be having to eat humans just to get their attention, and so be it. I still did not get no one's attention. My neck is literally getting battered. I keep on getting like 2 seconds worth of air, and then someone will stand back on my esophagus. I basically died and came back to life. I saw some sort of light, and I never knew that it was that bright. Bitch, after I finished biting people, after I've lost half of the shit I came into the club with, my last option was to put my hand up in the air. I raised my hand and I said, look, someone must see this hand. But after this happened, I honestly grew up thinking, do you know what? After this big experience, yeah, fuck everyone. Okay? So, and someone holds my hand. Someone grabs my hand, guys. Someone grabs my hand. Literally holding each other like this, yeah? Like this, hand in hand. I'm pulling down so that they pull up. You pull down, they pull up, they use their strength, they pull up, they ask their man them to pull them up, then pull up, you know, pull me up. I know it was a guy. This guy is literally holding my hands for bants in the midst of a stampede. And I'm pulling down, and as you pull up, you let go.
Wait a minute! Wait!
The person let go of my hand, bro. They really must have thought, yeah, I'm gonna kill someone tonight. That was the last bit of strength that I had. They saw that I was suffering on the floor and they let go of my hand. And I know that half of you motherfuckers are giggling, half of you niggas are laughing and that, yeah, it's funny, it is funny, yeah, it's funny, innit?
Nope.
By the end of the day, yeah, when that happened to me, I shut down. Everyone in that event stood on me. I was the last person on that ground. I was like a crooked frog, a crooked animal. That's how I felt. The funny thing about this is that someone vomited on the floor, but I just found it funny how everybody saw that vomit and walked around the vomit. But when they saw a person, they'll walk on it, directly on that person, directly on me. My fragile body.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Nobody, not even a foot, stepped on that vomit. Everybody wanted to step on my chest and break a few ribs and bones. They did their job. They did it marvelously. Everyone chooses chooses to see what they want to see. But when it comes to the real shit, they act blind upon it. It's really you in this life. Nobody else, nobody else, nobody else. Guys, it's nobody else in this life but you. I don't trust any of you motherfuckers.
Boy, if you don't.
As I was on the ground, I saw a girl on the ground and another girl. As I saw both girls on the ground, I saw a guy. The guy lifted one of the girls up. He saw that the other girl's on the floor. So this guy put the small girl on top of the girl that was laying on the floor for height. Because she was short in it, just so that she could see the f***eries that was going on around her. You're telling me you used someone else's life against someone else's life? I just found that situation so scary. People left me for dead. I closed my eyes and I was already gone. I was already off to see the king. Until, and this is when I saw the light. You know, one random person was standing on the bar. He had seen that I was on the floor. Thousands of people are still leaving this club, right? He galloped, he leaped, he flew directly into the middle of the floor. To everyone, he shouted, "Stop!" People stopped. I kid you not, this guy lifted me up like I was Simba. He carried me up from the trenches like I was Simba. Guys, that saved my life. My eyes were still shut, but I remember. Tell me why. The thousands of people went back outside, not to go home though. They went to go continue the party outside in the rain. In the rain. There was still a party commencing. Everyone is a prick. I could not walk, couldn't feel my legs, couldn't feel my teeth. I couldn't feel jack shit that night. Man's gonna die in these streets and it has to be now or never. I see an ambulance person. She sees my condition and instantly she says, "Yep, get the stroller." She knew I was done. I was forgotten. I was on the ambulance bed. Wow. Big achievement, right?
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh.
Anyway, all I could hear was 160. And I said, what the fuck in my body is 160? If my blood pressure is 160, I'm about to pass out. And I was breathing like... I could not breathe with sense. My so-called friend who had left me to go to McDonald's then somehow found me. But the only reason this bitch found me was because she had the same coach journey as me, right? She had nowhere to stay, same way. So she thought, where the fuck is... Oh, yeah, let me check the ambulance. That's exactly what she had thought. That was the worst time of my life. I was sweating bricks. I don't understand how I made it through that night. You guys will see clips. All I could do was laugh at myself. I looked like a complete mess. Where's my eyelashes? No. Do you know what? Yeah. It's not even funny.
It's funny.
No. Can't breathe. Look at my state. No, it's not even funny. 2 T's now, yeah. Nottingham's won. I'm not leaving my fucking gaff. You think I'm joking? I'm not leaving my gaff. You better just forget about these vlogs now. Do you understand? What is motives? What is... My mum is going to deal with me. Even though it weren't my fault. Hi, mum. It was actually shit. Someone had a bullet in their neck from the same event. I thought I had it bad. I wish I was drunk at this point, even though I knew that if I was drunk, I would have died. As I was in that bed, my bones were just shattered. However, the woman said I have not broken a bone. My body was swollen. My body was red, purple, black and pink, bitch. I do know who saved my life and I do really appreciate the person that saved my life. However, at the same time, I don't appreciate the person that saved my life because I'll never forget. Because I said no to this person being inside my YouTube videos, you know, or on my YouTube channel, he said, I should have left you to die that night. I will never forget them words coming out of this person's mouth. He said, I should have left you to die in that stampede that night because I said no to him being in my YouTube video. Aww. This is when you know people aren't just nice to be nice. It's only ever gonna be you in this life, guys, and I wish I was joking. I wish I was bantering. I had to lock off my bank card and get a new one. This is when I knew God is real. I was on Snapchat and I received a message and this message said, Jordanah, is this not yours? My ID, which I did not want to lose, I found. They found 2 IDs and my ID was one of them. Last but not least, I found my trainers. Guys, someone was trying to steal my Behaviour Maxes. A whole big ass who was clearly size 10, who was trying to wear my trainers. I'm a size 5, by the way. The person who saved my life saw that this person was trying on my grey Behaviour Maxes and said, hey, yo, my guy, what the fuck are you doing? Grabbed the trainers and kept it at the bar. Yeah, eventually I had to go back to that forbidden place and collect my trainers. But yeah, I found my trainers, got them, found my provisional, I got that. It wasn't a fun week for me. The hospital gave me some red socks to wear. I went home shoeless. I jumped on the coach with no shoes, guys. I entered the house and I went straight to bed. I slept for like a good 2 weeks. I was literally on bed rest. This was the story time that all of you guys have been waiting for. Your girl Jordanah Meshe was in a stampede. It was the most traumatizing experience of my life. I don't get it. I don't want to know how to understand it, and I'm not even trying to understand it. Always listen to your parents. It was my mum that said don't go, because clearly she had a feeling. Maybe God was speaking to her. That is what happened to me that night. I don't want to make this video too long because I need to edit this 3-hour video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Leicester is the devil's town. Praise God we're in a pandemic because you guys need to rest. Thank you so much for watching this video. Guys, get me to 50,000 subscribers. God is real. He saved my life. This is basically a testimony. I basically documented it for you guys to come and see. I do hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys want to know more, comment down below and I'll answer any questions. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. Peace.
Freestyle.